The perception very often is that the digital education is like a regular education just done on the cheap and maybe replacing the faculty with a recorded video. Yes, it contains all of that, but there are also other elements that the online environment enables, which would be difficult to recreate in a classroom environment. But the quality is very much on our minds. And we're actually planning to launch a program or kind of development course for faculty to help them get new skills to function in this digital world. Because to be successful and create materials that are engaging for students and good quality. Because the misconception is often that it's easy to do. I just sit in front of my laptop and record my PowerPoint with my voiceover and give it to students, and that's my flipped classroom. But that's, of course, not what we should be doing. So it's kind of the next step to push once we get faculty hooked on the idea that you can teach online and it's not such a big deal, then we would like to transfer to this mode of thinking that, it may not be such a big deal to do it well, actually requires a little bit more effort. And it's a team sport, really. It's difficult while you can teach yourself, stand in front of a classroom, a live audience and teach quite effectively. You can't really do the same thing online. You require a group of people who will help you provide a very good, rich experience to the students who are watching you teach or getting your experiencing your teaching online. The experimentation in digital education has an impact on residential students in multiple ways. One, of course, is that the online learning environments and online learning techniques are not limited to distance learning students, students who take their learning online. We use, of course, the learning management system that that's provided by the university. School of Public Health was actually the second biggest user of that very quickly. So, and now with the flipped classroom initiative, of course, the students who are residential students take advantage of watching the pre-recorded lectures online in their time while making more meaningful contributions during the class time. And there's also lots of techniques that permeates from digital world to the in-classroom environments. So for example, how we engage students. The keeping students engaged in the digital world is more difficult because you don't see them, they don't see you more often. And it's also the web provides so many diversions. The students can do their email while they're pretending to be listening to the lectures and so on. So there is a whole train of thought and a whole way of making sure that students are engaged. And those techniques that are used in the online world can also be used in a classroom. And finally, we are now starting to branch and allow the residential students to take their courses online together with the purely online students. The demographic changes of the consumer, so to speak, of higher education. It's no longer 19 or 18 to 24-year-olds. It's now the concept of lifelong learning. People change careers. People need to keep up with the knowledge in their fields. And we can offer this as a great public university, in many different ways without necessarily bringing people to campus and having them occupy dorms for 4 years, because this is not feasible for the populations that we are called on to increasingly to serve. So the reasons for us trying the new ways of teaching and bringing the higher education experience to people, this is a paramount. And it shouldn't be driven by fear, as I sometimes feel that higher education responding to the fear stimuli coming from disruptors like MOOC, that bad is going to happen and the universities will cease to exist. It should be driven more by the desire to expand our offerings, reach more people in more effective ways, because we have the tools to do that.